Good morning. G'day, it's Fish, the Beach Bum Investor, with your daily cryptocurrency discussion and report. Just going to post on Steam as usual. Won't be a sec. I'm getting heaps quicker at this. Killing it now. I released that Ethereum formula this morning too, for anyone interested. Bit of fun. Yeah, we just heard you say that. Yeah, it was a bit of fun. Based on Russian economic figures actually, so just going to post on Steam it. Tell the guys on the Discord group that we're going as well. I think I'm a couple of minutes early. Interesting times with the economy. Over the last 24-48 hours, we've seen it dip right down to 160 billion market cap. Just wondering where it'll go from there, so should be interesting. Just going to post on Discord and let the guys know we're live. They should be popping by soon for the discussion. The regulars. The investment group. Open. Won't be a sec. Join. Okay, so let's have a look over the market to start with. As I said, it's the market has taken a retracement. I saw it sitting as high as 175, 176 billion in total. I will try and slow down a bit. I realise my accent is difficult to understand. I'm just going to check this out now. And the market is sitting at 163 billion. So it has fluctuated up and down a little. I saw it obviously retrace all the way back down to 160 billion, where it did find support, and then it popped up to 165, 166, 167, and now it's taken a retracement again. So we're just going to go through the big ones, the blue chips. Start with that. So Bitcoin's sitting at $4,538.50 per coin. So it has gone down 1.44% in the last 24 hours, and 1% of that's actually happened in the last hour. So it did go up again this morning. I saw it. My count was going well, and then bang, it's dropped again. And that's the thing you've got to watch for is, you know, small rises don't necessarily mean a complete restoring confidence in the overall economy. What it can be is just day trading and swing trading, pushing the prices up a little. Ethereum's at 342.28. It is lower than when we looked at it yesterday. It did dip down even lower than that, I believe, to sort of the 330, even lower mark overnight. It has retraced 2.10% in the last 24 hours. And again, 1.5% of that in the last hour. So this last hour hasn't been kind. It has been dipping over the last 60 minutes. Bitcoin Cash is actually up 3.67% in the last 24 hours. One of the few to buck the trend of the red figures over the last 24 hours. I'm still not a huge fan of Bitcoin Cash. It's sitting at almost 600 even. $600.21. Ripple down 0.5%, but actually that's over the last 24 hours and 1.3% in the last hour. So it was actually up until the last hour. So it's been an interesting little dip here. Litecoin's really retraced actually since last time I saw it as well. So we're looking at $75.67, and it's down 1.43% just in the last hour alone. A total of 4.84% down in the last 24 hours. Having said that, we're still up 22% for the week on Litecoin. So long-term Litecoin investors are still pretty happy there, I'm sure. Dash has retraced as well. It was pushing those $400 numbers, and now they're sitting on 352. Look what else we've been keeping an eye on. Neo has dropped below that $30 psychological support. Now sitting at $29.55. I'm starting to think about buys now. I saw it duck below 30 once, and it got bought up pretty quick. So see how we go. I was originally waiting till 25. I'm just going to keep an eye on it and see what happens, and try and look for news coming out on restrictions by China on investment, especially in ICOs like Red Pulse, which we discussed earlier. QTUM's down 6.21%. That's another Chinese-based venture that we've been looking at. It's still sitting at $15.35. Considering I missed an opportunity to buy this much cheaper, I have trouble getting into it at the moment, so just leaving that one alone for now. Let's have a look what else we got. Lisk is up 0.5%. It's actually taken a big retracement in the last hour, 2.84%, but over the 24-hour period, it is up 0.5%. So not bad for Lisk investors there, up 4.5% for the week. Let's have a look at some of the others we've been keeping an eye on. Steam has continued to retrace down to $1.34 again. We're back at a company valuation of $321 million. So that's about, I don't know, about 3% from where, maybe a little more than that from where we called it last time. It's actually, sorry, it's more like 7% from where we called it last time. It is down 2.47% in the last 24-hour period, but it's actually, again, taken a heavy tumble in the last hour, down 3.7%. See what else we got here. Factum is one I like, and it's taken some pretty significant retracements. It's down sitting at the $27.36 mark. I think it could fall lower than that, just with this market correction going on at the moment. So be careful if you're looking to get into it. But long term, I think that Factum has some real potential in the business world. Business transparency, by increasing business transparency, they hope to encourage business, I guess. So really, really interesting project there, and I quite like Factum long term. We're making our way down now to PIVX, obviously one of my favourites, or my favourite coin in the crypto economy. We are sitting at $3.55. So we have, oh no, it just popped up again, $3.61. I just did a quick refresh. We're at $3.61 at PIVX. We've gone up 4.5% in the last 24 hours, with a retracement of 0.5% in the last hour during this market correction. So very, very happy. We've really sustained that massive run up we had from sort of $1.80 to $2. That's where we were sitting not that long ago. We did run up as high as sort of the $4.70 mark, I believe, and we've retraced significantly since that point. But from where we were a couple of weeks ago at $1.80, $2, that's obviously a really nice consolidation. It looks like $3.50 is offering some support there. In Satoshi figures, last time I checked it, I think it was around 72,000 was the lowest support levels I could find on the 24-hour period. I got one of my buy orders a couple of days ago, but I missed the rest of them and it ran up on me, so that's alright. Like I said, if I miss them, it means the rest of my PIVX is going up. So pretty happy with PIVX, obviously, up 21.55% in the last 7 days, so we're really, really happy. There has been some really, really big movers, actually, like Bitcoin Dark's had another big run up. Up 120%, 120% in the last 7 days. That's big moves. So yeah, it's interesting times in the economy. Really interesting. Verge was another one that had done well. I've sort of traded in and out of Verge a little bit and done quite well on it. It's currently sitting at 0.57 of a cent. So I think I got it as low as 1/3 of a cent. But I had sold it out as high as a cent. It did really run up there about a week ago, I think it was. It really took a massive run up. It settled back down and now it's starting to climb nicely again. So Verge is actually up 70% in the last 7 days. It's got green figures across the board there, actually. 70% in the last 7 days, 13% in the last 24 hours, and 0.25% in the last hour itself. So good to see Verge on the all green figures there. Have a quick look at No Limit Coin. Since I have become friends with Raphael over at No Limit Coin, so I'll have a look at the coin. It's recovered nicely. It's coming back a little. It did dip down a little lower, so it's at 40 cents a coin, almost flat at the moment. It's up 1.5% in the last 24 hours and up 15% over the last 7 days. So looking nice there for No Limit Coin. Moving further down, District Zero, I took a massive hit on. I bought that up around, I think it was 12 or 13 cents that I bought District Zero X at, and I've taken huge retracements. Having said that, it has come back 10%. It's up 10% in the last 24 hours. So I saw it as low as, I think, 8 cents a coin. So yeah, good buying at 8 cents a coin on District Zero X if you like that one. It seems to have found support and started to make its way back up, hopefully, because I bought it a lot higher. I've cost myself about 30% on that one so far, I think. 31% in the last 7 days, that's probably me. Oh, well, you can't win them all. And, you know, long term, I think I'll still do quite well on District Zero X. I think they've got a really good take on governance by consensus. So Like that one long term. Another one that I've taken a major retracement on, I bought too early, ADX. But again, I think long term I'm going to win on that. So I'm just sitting on it for now. But it has retraced all the way back to 84 cents. It's taken a 38.66% hit in the last 24 hours. And for some reason my phone's decided that it's not going to accept charge again. So this might be a shortened cryptocurrency discussion today once again. I have no idea why that happens. I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to run through. I didn't actually research any new coins overnight. I've been preparing for the Houston or the Texas charity drive that I'm doing to raise crypto for the victims there. Yes, I'm taking it easy and getting a bit more sleep to get ready for that because I am running 24 hours straight as of Tuesday night, 11:59 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you all get involved in that. That should be a lot of fun. And hopefully we can raise some good money. Vertcoin's went down 1.1%, but it's been doing okay. It's up 3% over the 7-day period. That's another one we've been keeping an eye on. Sitting at 86 cents. I bought some higher, some lower than that. I'm probably about even on Vertcoin at the moment. I see again. I really don't play too much that I don't see good long-term potential in. Moving down the charts, let's have a look at Bittrex and see how we've gone on there. Keep an eye on the other ones. Let's have a look. Lisk is one we've been keeping an eye on as well. We did have a look at that. I can't look at the Satoshi price at the moment. I'm sorry, I meant to go and do that, but the wallet's under maintenance there on Bittrex, so I won't check the Satoshi price on that one. Clams is a really interesting one. For those of you who were in Bitcoin or Litecoin or Dogecoin back in, I think it was 2014, I want to say May 2014. If you had wallets with any of those coins, you've actually been sent some free clams. That's the way they did their initial distribution system. So if you do know anyone or you yourself were involved in Bitcoin, Litecoin or Dogecoin back in 2014, you will actually have been sent 4.6 free clams. You can go onto the clams website and figure out how to claim them. And they're sitting at about $8 a piece at the moment. I'll just go and check clams price, but well worth grabbing if you've received 4.6 free. So I'll just check the clams price for you now. It's an interesting system. You can stake with it. It's a proof of stake coin. They call it digging for clams. Quite like it. I haven't got a bunch of them or anything, but I just picked up some. Yeah, so it's at $7.88 at the moment. It's retraced 0.84% in the last 24 hours. Up 0.57 against the BTC trade though. So interesting there. I do like clams. I like the way they did their initial distribution system. It seemed quite fair. So enjoyed that one. Just having a look what else we got here. Oh, one that we had a look at originally was Elastic, that I originally got involved with. Now, I've actually sold out about half already because we had a good run up. So I managed to sell out of most of it. I'm actually not putting back a whole lot on the buy wall. I put a small amount back just to trade with it, but I'm not convinced on Elastic at this stage. I think it has a potential for sure, but when I get people saying yes and no and yes and no, I just think, you know what, I'm going to leave it for now because I'm not a computer expert. I don't know enough about the points being brought up in the Elastic to debate to decide whether I want to continue to back it or not. So I have been slowly selling out of Elastic, and yeah, it's I'm happy about that because it's just not something I understand very well. So it's hard for me to stay confidently invested in it. One last one that we'll have a look at. I'm going to keep it really nice and short today. One last one I'd like to take a look at before I go is Zcoin. I spoke about this with Pete this morning. Pete's one of our regulars. I think he's working at the moment, so or sleeping, one of the two. Anyway, he said to me he picked up a bit of Zcoin. I said, you know what, I like it, Pete. The Zcoin trading platform's based on the preferred platform in the real world of the Mrs. Watanabe trading group. It's a mythical or fabled trading group. No one knows for sure whether they actually exist or not, but it's rumoured that Japanese housewives invest and control a massive amount of the market. So Zcoin's been based on their preferred trading platform, allegedly. And obviously, if they're going to make their way into the crypto economy, that's going to be pretty popular, provided the rumours are true, the myths are true. Anyway, I'm going to keep it really, really short today. I'm getting myself prepared for this 24-hour stream, so I will keep it short. I hope you all tune in between Tuesday 11:59 PM and Thursday morning 12:01 AM. So I'll be spanning across 3 days for 24 hours and 2 minutes with live crypto discussion and accepting donations to help people out in Texas. Thanks very much for tuning in. I'm going to take an early day today and get some rest and get some research done for the 24-hour crypto discussion starting tomorrow night. Thanks, A-Dog. Good to see you. I'm going to check out now, bro. Short discussion for me today. Oh, and sorry about my fish raid before. I know it doesn't really work when it's only one person. Catch up with you, bro. And catch up with you all soon.